Sitting high atop the planet of Maranir, encircling the northern pole, lies the spiraling continent of the Kain Empire. Originally home to the brave humans hardy enough to withstand the icy climate and rough seas, the empire has expanded with trade to welcome many citizens from its neighboring lands. You are listening to RP Gentlemen, the Kain Campaign!
Let's first do names, and then
I'm Patrick.
I'm Steven.
I'm Sean.
And I'm Austin.
All right, I decided that was weird. Let's go around and say your names and your characters' names.
All right. So my name's Patrick. I will be essaying the role of Lord Dapperton von Scaly Skin, the Dragonborn Barbarian.
A noble barbarian.
Noble Barbarian.
My name is Steven, and I'm Window, a sentient pile of trash.
Blown around by the wind, I believe, right?
Yes, that.
Yeah, but wildly irrelevant to Window. I'm Sean. I'm the human druid Locron.
Locron.
That's a good name.
And I'm Austin, and I am Archminos, the tiefling rogue.
So you were right. You did get a very demonic sounding
A
name.
little bit. I feel like if I have horns, I should just run with it. You know?
I would just like to point out, in case anybody had trouble picturing what a spiraling continent looks like, because there aren't any.
I'm one of those people.
In our world, anyway. If David's world was a cinnamon bun, then Kain would be the swirl of cream right on top.
It's so
That's
sweet
what
of
it
you,
looks
Patrick.
like. Yeah, I just thought people should know.
No,
I like it.
It's
I
true.
like how it looks.
It's like if you took, it's like those plate spinning art things that you can make. You
Spin
know,
art.
you go to spin art and you take
It's a good name.
just some paint, probably brown for earth, and then you make it around.
You were really good at art, huh?
Yeah, that was-
Yeah, I'm really not great at art.
I'm sorry.
Wait,
Keep going.
Wait,
Also-
I gotta ask though to clarify. So if you're the little creamy part in the middle, is there like the rest of the continent spirals out? And
It
that's
only
not
makes like
Kain?
like slightly less than one complete revolution.
Oh, okay. So there's not really much overlap.
No, there's like they come right close together, and then there's the city of the gate that sort of
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I should mention that this campaign is taking place in the same world that I had created for another campaign that Sean, Steven, and Patrick had played in.
Yeah.
So they might have a little bit of inside knowledge, but I'm sure none of that will bleed over to your
Oh,
character
metagaming is
knowledge.
very frowned upon. Yeah,
Yeah.
Not about
It's
that.
gonna be like Better Call Saul, bitches.
Oh, okay. The spin-off?
Overlap.
Yeah, I get you. So anyway, as I said, it's storming outside. You find yourselves four weary travelers. You don't know each other yet, unless any of you did you decide that you know each other?
No.
Well,
I've never
hermit,
seen
so
these
it's
people in my
doubtful.
life.
Yeah.
You're a hermit.
It's doubtful.
Okay,
From
well,
the background.
on this particular night, you find yourself in the city, seeking refuge in one of the few taverns, and all of you have actually. It appears to be the biggest tavern. With plenty of ale to go around. The Bearded Hawk.
Well, can I be in the alleyway behind the tavern? Because
Yeah.
I've just recently been imbued with the Wind Spirit's powers, and like I'm just now.
So you're like an
becoming
infant.
sentient.
And you're like getting the wind is actually starting to pick up from the
Yeah,
storm.
it's getting windy.
So
It's getting windy.
Wait, but you're a folk hero, right? Like you've done some stuff around.
Nope.
No.
No, I just have.
planned to
He's
be a
gonna
folk hero.
fulfill his
I'm
destiny.
born into that.
yeah, you
I'm
are.
destined for some shit.
You know that you
I'm
need
destined
to
for some shit
become a
to put into
folk
my
hero.
trash bags.
This is the true trash to treasure journey.
I like that one.
I mean, there are a few rags in his trash, so it makes
rags
sense.
to riches.
All right.
Oh,
so,
Jesus. Sorry.
fucking clunky ass glass.
Yeah,
Drinking a
spell
lot
job.
of juice.
So into the Bearded Hawk. Is it actually got a hawk with a beard above the door?
Well, I mean, it's got the standard sign outside that says tavern, and some artist, probably the innkeeper's daughter, has carved out of the sign like
Sexist.
a strange looking.
His
What?
son could be into art.
Yeah, his son could be into art, but I said daughters.
Hear that,
Okay.
internet? David Strandberg is a sexist.
Thanks. No, I'm not.
But
I like
Just to be clear.
fuck the
Just to be
patriarchy,
clear.
everybody.
question: if a hawk had a beard, would it be made of feathers?
Yes.
Okay.
This one looks
Let's
like it
move on.
is.
I don't know. Have you seen a beard made of feathers?
No, but I assume a hawk would have one. All right.
Fair.
So
I should mention. Well, no, I'll mention that later. Yeah,
Okay.
you were gonna say.
into the bearded hawk strides a cloaked and hooded figure. He takes down his cloak and kind of looks out over the room, and it's an the oldest thing you've ever seen, like not even living thing, but it's like the oldest thing.
A human?
No, a dragonborn.
Okay.
With like long neck waddles of skin,
The
and
gizzard goes for days.
his scales are going
He
gray.
throws it over his shoulder.
waddles for days. And he kind of clears his throat, and like the underneath his throat kind of expands like a toad.
Some dust comes out.
But like fiery dust. Like,
Now, little
Sparks.
poisonous dust,
Poisonous.
because he's a green dragon.
okay.
And he goes, presenting Lord Dapperton von Skin. And behind him strides a 7-foot-tall, portly-ass dragonborn in a long, elegant, flowing silver cape, somewhat bedecked with mud. And he looks around as if anyone is going to recognize him.
And should I call you or him or
Lord Dapperton.
Lord
Low
Dap is momentarily like happy because he thinks that someone just fainted at the oh my goodness, I can't believe Lord Dap is here, but then you realize that it's actually from the poison remnants that came out of your herald's mouth that caused a bargo or
It's a
two.
lie that's lasted your life.
No, I assume that it was from my presence, and I smirk a little bit as
Yes, I'm here.
I stride up to the bar and just reach across the bar, grab a bottle from where it's like held up, and then just start to pour it into someone's tankard.
Hey, excuse me, says the barkeep.
Yes.
Are you intending to pay for that drink there? Lord Dapperton, I believe it was.
I have just been introduced to this element of monetary recompense, and I'm not entirely certain that I understand what you mean.
Well, let me show you. You give me some gold, or I take your drink. And you better find some friends or something if you're looking to get drunk tonight.
Dapperton just looks aghast and starts to kind of pout at his stool and ponder over this new development.
In a dragonborny way.
Mm-hmm. Is anybody else in the
Yeah,
tavern?
there are 4 players in this game, you know.
From the corner, standing as I can only describe as regally and self-important, but facing directly into where the corners meet. Because
Staring at your favorite thing, wood.
yeah, I like being seen by people, but not being with people. Lokron the druid can't help but just feel that there is a need for a druid somewhere. So he turns.
Sense it.
He turns dramatically and goes, Lord Dapperton?
Well, yes.
That is...
Do you know me?
No! No one knows you. But I cannot but feel like you need a druid. You're welcome. I pull out the shiniest picture of a clover, slap it down on the bar, and say, "This one's on me, sir."
The barkeep sort of examines it and then like kind of bites it and puts it in his coat. And he
This guy
hands
accepts any money that doesn't bend when he chews on it.
it. I mean, that's a sign of quality money.
Yeah.
Well, we're in like a frigid, like, that's some green stuff, man.
Yeah, green is not a color you see often.
No, it's
Most
So it's a petrified clover?
Ish, yeah.
Okay.
Around there, yes.
Does he give me my drink now?
he gave him your drink.
Oh.
As the money, or money-like object, is handed to the bartender.
It's a Druid thing you would not understand.
And the word recompense rings across the crowded tavern in a snooty accent. A hunched figure from across the bar
So many figures.
groans and looks up. In front of him are several empty, what do you call those? Tabards?
Flagons?
Flagons?
Flagons.
Flaggers?
Stein-
Tankards.
Tankards, nailed it.
Synonyms.
Several empty tankards.
Different cloth.
Empty.
He's looking at it right now. This is a nice texture.
In no dictionary, but anyways, a
Leafing through a
hooded
dictionary.
dark figure sits. His face is cast in shadow, but two red horns protrude, for he is a tiefling.
Are they like curved up and out?
They are slightly curved up right now.
Like
So like slicked back.
They're slicked back.
You have horn treatment
And-
cream that you use every morning.
It's like
Argminos,
bonsai, you know. You gotta sort of use wires and.
unbeknownst to the rest of the residents of the bar, Argminos.
What if tieflings have to go to like a horn orthodontist? Like if your horns
Yeah,
are weird when you're
braces.
you gotta get
I had braces as a child. No, you have to wear headgear.
That's your backstory, right?
It's like a Viking
Headgear.
helmet, but it just actually they're your horns and it fits over
It's
it to
just
administer.
got holes in it. It's exactly
It's a
it.
real pain.
But unbeknownst to the rest of the residents of the tavern, Archiminos, the tiefling, is a charlatan, which means he enjoys impersonating things. For the last several hours, he's been attempting to become one with the drink and become the drink itself. And as he sways unsteadily, he perks up, hearing the monetary figure, groans, says, "You know, I better check this out."
to the drink, he said.
To the drink.
Which he is.
Hey, hold on, buddy. I'll be right back.
And he stumbles over to the pair.
The barkeep says, "You'll be having another one, I wager."
That depends on my friends.
Oh, you
But
know
not these friends. Not the glasses, but the ones at the bar.
Yeah, you
I'm
know
out of
these
clover
two, huh?
money.
I
Not so much.
have never paid for things before.
Now this is my kind of guy right here.
Yes.
I'm starting not to like you very much.
That's unfortunate.
I'll tell you what, gentlemen. Let's the barkeep can get a little angry sometimes. How about we go into the back alley? It's pretty windy. No one will hear us talking. I want to get you up to speed on the city.
I have one more brilliant idea for Lord Dapperton. And I whisper, just go with it. And I just poke his 11th rib and I say, just try to sweet talk him. And I use guidance. And I can give him, he can roll a d4, add the number rolled to one ability check of your choice. You can roll it after the roll if you want. You can roll the d4 and add it to it after.
Oh yeah, that's right. You
Yeah.
can just buff people's
Yeah.
ability checks.
Yeah.
Cool. So who am I deceiving?
The barkeep.
Oh, the barkeep.
You're trying to
What
sweet
is
talk him and
this
give you a free
strange
drink.
plan
All right.
you have for me?
My charisma is actually not
What is
terrible.
your wisdom? Like, do you pick up on these social
My wisdom is baseline. My intelligence is low.
Okay.
So, because I know a lot of things. Also, I've been doing a little bit more hedonism bot when I mentioned more calculon. So I'm going to switch back to that now.
Okay.
All right. So, barkeep, I think that, I may not be able to give you money, as you so seem to desire. The stateliness of my presence would really raise the upscale nature of the tavern that you have established here. It's a fine one, but it could be finer. And then I will
And then you roll some crazy charisma.
Yeah, persuasion.
Oh, okay.
So I had my proficiency bonus because I am trained in that. Right? All right, so it's a +4 to this. And I got a 14, so +4 is 18.
All right.
I have to roll
the bartender sort of lightens up and he says, "Say, are you any good at putting on a show? You know, the minstrels that I heard, they're not very well received."
I play the castanets.
And just at that moment, the back door of the tavern blows open and the gale starts rushing in, and you see some piles of trash are actually blown into the establishment. And with a grand booming voice.
3 brown stained burlap bags roll into the room and start vibrating and shaking and billowing, and they go, "Oh, I'm Window!"
They almost seem to be in time with the playing that you've begun. The castanet. Do you actually have castanets?
No, they're just my claws.
Oh my god.
I have proficiency with them.
I'm currently groaning into an empty.
I
Yeah,
assume you
really-
have some sort of like flamenco dance that goes along with the castanet playing.
Oh yeah, but it's not as dexterous though.
You
It's
engage Window in a nice hoedown.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'd go over to. I've been picturing you as like plastic garbage bag. I like that they're burlap.
It's
sacks. That
olden
makes more-
times,
yeah, that
so
makes
I
more
gotta go
sense.
burlap instead of plastic. Those materials hadn't even been invented.
Yes.
That's your next
or were
armor.
invented in an alternate reality.
Yeah.
It's true.
When you level up, you'll get some plastic garbage
Yeah,
bags.
totally. I'll get a plastic sheath for my
Burlap
burlap.
attack.
Well,
But definitely brown stained. They're not brown. They weren't brown originally.
As this
Yeah, they were white linen burlap.
Caracas Gale occurs, Archimedos, I think, would like to try to take advantage of the distraction and see if he can sleight of hand a couple drinks.
Ooh, yeah,
The
please.
bartender's distracted.
Hit me up with
you can
some.
I don't
grab
know.
the liquid
I am-
itself.
As much as I can fit in my drink.
I mean, there are plenty of bottles, and
I catch on to his
So how
his
does
wiles,
this-
and I appear behind him. I just hold on his shoulder like, you can do it.
you're just a really friendly
Yeah.
guy.
And I use guidance. It's a cantrip. I can use whatever the fuck
I don't know how comfortable I am with this, but okay, I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna, alright.
So, do you roll a d4 to like both?
Yeah, you guys gotta tell me how this works. I am new to D&D, and I don't know what a
All right.
sleight of hand roll is.
That's true.
It's just thievery, isn't it?
So it's
Well-
your dex, and then you were trained in it. So
So-
you had your proficiency.
You have
Ah.
a +4 to that.
Okay.
And so
Plus 1.
you just roll a d20, add 4, and then
I rolled
plus
5.
1 for
Raid.
Yep.
Dacron's. Wait, what's your name?
Locron.
Locron.
We'll get it.
Oh,
Fail. Plus 1.
the bartender. At that moment, you've had a couple to drink. You know, you become one.
More than a
with the
couple,
drink.
let me tell you.
I
And,
know you knew, but that's bad.
you-
I realize that.
You stumble over the bar, pulling Locron, who's still holding onto your shoulders, with you, and both of you go tumbling behind the bar. And
It was the wind.
what the hell? What are you?
It's these trash bags, barkeep. I'm sorry.
So
That
yeah.
is not a natural wind. I'm a druid. I know these things.
He's
I
a
know.
fluid. He just flowed over.
No, I'm a
Is that
no,
fluid?
shh, I'm a druid.
I know that it's kind of scary. I would have jumped behind the bar too. I'm made of tougher stuff, though. You know.
Certainly.
I gotta protect these places. If you're looking for a safe place, you can spend the night upstairs. It's only 5 gold pieces.
Not that I'm looking to intrude, but did anybody else notice the trash talk?
I'm Window!
Yes, it definitely talks.
Yes!
All right, trash.
Yes!
What is your? Well, I shouldn't ask your name. It's obviously Window.
I'm Window!
Clearly. So, Window. What are you besides trash?
Yes!
And window.
All right. Would you like to be traded for more alcohol?
No!
Okay.
Oh! Whoa!
Window. Let me
Really
let me
running the gamut of your vocabulary.
let me ask you something.
I'm figuring it out too. I just became alive.
I've got these empty tankards. They keep multiplying in front of me. I can't carry them all. Can I put them in your burlap sack? maybe?
No!
All right, that was kind of a personal question. We don't know each other that well yet.
I'm
so
Window.
I apologize.
This seems like we should investigate it at a later time, and by we I mean me. So Briar, and I snap, and a little dragonborn is hello. Oh, hello, governor.
How big is your staff?
I have my herald, who I called Harold, but his real name is Barnabas.
And that's the old one.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then my
I
little
already
cocky
hate you.
squire is named Briar.
You've got 3
And then
things?
I also have a messenger imp
Oh.
named Mises.
So I'm assuming that this entire time your retinue has just been standing in the corner waiting for orders.
No, I make Briar wait outside. That's what I yell. In the windy rain. I also have a mount. His name is a riding drake named Jake. He's in the stable.
Briar comes in. He goes, "Yes, my lord."
Kill this guy.
Shivering, as he.
I want him to be Cockney. Make him Cockney.
Yes, my lord.
There we go. Gather up these burlap sacks.
No! And then I sort of blow and amalgamate into like what resembles a garbage snowman.
And remember, you have like all sorts of like prestidigitation shit, so you can make yourself look however you want.
I'm just three
garbage bags.
Three
Okay.
bags.
What, pray tell, barkeep, is the conversion rate?
No,
from
wait. But I steal
silvers
someone's fancy hat and put it on top of the garbage.
You have a nice tricorn hat on top
and
of
it just
that.
goes blows the top of the garbage.
Conversion rate for clovers.
Yes, they're green.
Well,
I know you
how
like
many?
that.
How many more you got? I'll give you 2 drinks apiece. Or a night stay for 3 of them. I want your clovers!
I will be right back. And I run outside and I just dig in the snow furiously, just trying to find some green. I use my druidic powers to divine work.
All right.
You just
I can
find
totally
some
do that.
clovers.
Barkeep. If we need this money, how do you get it?
Well, I mean, generally you work or perform a
What?
service of some kind.
Service. Like my retinue?
Yes, I assume you pay this little boy who runs around for you.
No.
Wow.
The idea.
I always heard you Dragonborn were tough. I didn't know you had kept slaves.
No, there are. Whoa! Stay out of this window. No! Oh, fine.
And actually, something I should point out, tieflings, Austin, in this world are usually considered like second-class citizens.
What? You tell me that after.
You
Thanks.
might know some slaves or fellow
Oh, I
tieflings
do.
who have been.
But I got a better idea. Let me pitch this to you. I'm still working on my Italian accent, so don't judge me, guys. It's kind of a gay Italian. It's got a little lisp. It's fashionably criminal. So,
It's how tieflings talk.
Miss Dapper. I don't even know your name.
You can call
Dap.
me Dap.
Dap, Fat Dap, Big D. Listen, you got your little herald guy standing outside the bar, freezing.
He's my squire.
Why don't you have him work for the bar? He can be like the bouncer for the night.
Give him your
He's
squire.
4 feet tall, and he's 3.
Hey,
Hey,
I can do it.
perfect.
It's a tall 3-year-old.
I don't care what you say. I could totally do that.
Briar, I will not have you stooping to common labor that isn't for my benefit. Directly.
But it is. We get a place to stay.
He is my cousin's nephew, alright?
Oh, you got a weird
not...
family, man.
Yes.
Hey, I'm sick
clearly.
and tired of being your sleeping bedroll for the night. I don't want you to sleep on me no more.
You will be my pillow and you will like it.
Yeah.
Go back outside.
Yeah. Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
no, this is not work befitting a barbarian lord of Asher, which is my nation, in case you've all forgot. And I demand some sort of higher workmanship, some type of labor befitting my station.
Well, there's not much around the bar. I suppose you could go see the mayor or something in the morning.
The mayor, is he like your feudal lord?
I mean, he's the mayor
Fair enough.
of this town.
Was he elected
like
barely?
you. But he was
Come back
elected.
inside, you pop back in.
I also have the clovers.
Probably. Oh, thanks for the clovers.
yeah.
Here's your drinks. You can spend the night
No, I
if you want.
just wanted a room.
Yeah, spend the
alone,
night.
preferably.
Okay.
Mainly alone.
You can get two rooms.
Alone?
One for you, one for the pretty
Nah, I
boy.
got both of them.
I'm Window.
He's not took me a person,
You
so he
just
can
stay
come too.
behind the bar with the rest of the trash.
You can be my coat hanger in the corner. The billowy coat hanger.
Well,
I think Window should get his own room.
I mean, Windows got a haggle for it.
what time
Okay,
of day is
who's the barkeep?
I'm the barkeep.
Okay, so I blow over to you.
Yeah.
It's still stacking with the hat on, and I roll charisma and say, "I'm Window."
Is there any sort of like pat with the trash that happens, like pat on the back, or
I get +3 though.
Yes.
That's bad. 13.
Wait, no, you might have.
do you have like
proficiency.
persuasion skill?
No. No.
I mean, that's his persuasion there, but
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
have any bonus to it.
Okay,
You
so-
could intimidate him. You're better at that.
okay. Now that didn't work, obviously. So I'm
Well,
gonna try
I
to
mean, what did
intimidate
you
him now.
roll?
I rolled a 13.
13? I mean, he sort of looks at you and he goes,
I'm Window.
Now I'm
"Oh,
intimidating
hey, I
you.
don't want no trouble."
14
Plus
plus
5.
19.
Yeah, well, he seems genuinely afraid of the trash that he threw out this morning.
With a hat.
With a hat on. Hey, I don't want any trouble. That's a real nice hat you got on there, sir.
Yes.
So yeah, you can have. Do you want just the room upstairs?
Yes!
Wait, yeah, you can sleep next to him.
Oh. But
As you go clomping up the stairs. No, I imagine it's a boom, boom,
Oh,
boom.
it's like a wet mushing sound.
I assume like a really sloppy marionette.
But I can be
just
windy
plunks your legs
and
down.
lithe when I need to be.
So you do have a +3 to dexterity. Like
Yeah.
So what time of day is it?
Do I?
it's night. It's a dark, stormy night.
Right time of day.
Then I'm just gonna have Dapperton's gonna have his retinue make up like they're gonna pitch a tent in the inn because I named it.
Did you
what-
name every single piece of equipment you have?
Yes, I have my reptilian pavilion.
Wow.
I have them pitch it inside the tavern.
So this is what you do all night at work, then, huh?
Essentially. This was a day or two.
That was good.
Yeah, so they pitched my pavilion.
All right.
It's decadent. It's mostly made of what looks to be some type of animal leather with like scales.
Where-
So like a larger.
Where are they themselves part of the pavilion, or are they standing outside it once you?
No,
use it?
they have like there's an outbuilding to the pavilion that's like a fifth of the size,
Oh my
and they
God.
sleep in there.
The innkeeper like starts to protest, but then he doesn't want to like mess with the giant dragon anymore, and just
Yeah. From the balcony, I weep just compassionate druid tears, and I extend my arm down the banister and say, "Big D, as long as you stay in your room, your pavilion, reptilian-wise, you may join me in both of my rooms, separated by a wall, of course."
I'm not a big fan of Big D. I don't know. When did we decide on that?
he's never been
man,
bullied before.
Do you
Big
want?
D.
Do you want the room or not?
I'll take
No,
it. I'll
I have
take
a
it.
tent inside the
I'll take
bigger
it.
room. This whole
I'll take
room.
it. I start jumping up and down, up and down. I'll take it.
I'll take it.
I want it. What do you want?
To the only friend that I have.
Oh, we're friends now. I'm so glad we're friends, buddy.
All right, so you go to bed. Some of you in rooms, some of you in tents inside of other rooms, and you sleep a good night. You wake up in the morning to the cock crowing outside, and something like that.
He's got pneumonia.
It's cold. It's cold
It's a
outside.
cold, windy night.
Nobody likes a cold cock. That's actually a thing now that I think about
yeah,
it.
you get cold cock.
Yeah.
Well,
Just like
several things.
But so you
It's like
wake up,
3 things.
and actually you make your way down to the tavern part of the inn, down to the common room, and you notice it's empty. There's no one there. You would expect there to be the other inngoers or at least some traffic around, but it's nobody's around.
It's just the tent and the little tent.
Just the
in
tent.
The middle.
You do see Dap in his.
Big dragon yawn shows all my fine pearly white dragon fangs.
Does like flame come up?
No, it's a
Poison?
little bit of poison.
Nice.
I'm a green dragon.
to show that I'm also poisony. I just do a little poison spray. Just I communicate via poison. My poison. I make my poison cloud like compatible with his poison cloud.
It's
like
like
a poison kiss.
it's
But
like when the Navi.
I
like,
inhale it and I understand.
And I
we share a nod.
I stumble over and shakily grasp the rim of a potted plant and I vomit into it and then it withers and dies. And I poisoned it.
I smell like garbage.
Yeah.
And everyone's just like, what is that?
It couldn't be Window. It's definitely not him.
Oh, but somebody smells.
God.
Squire!
Window, was it you?
I'm Window!
You make a better death cloud than a window.
You hear some commotion out on the street. It sounds like there are people out there, at least, not inside the tavern. And when you all poke your heads out, you see that there are a bunch of black-clad people, not in, like, armor or anything, but sorts of, like, nice black clothes, all making their way towards the center of the town.
It's a rave. Everybody's going to a rave.
A morning rave.
In black.
They're very common in this part of Kain.
Ninjas.
I think
ninja
someone
rave.
died.
Ninja rave. Everything's just a silent black room.
Can we ask? Can I try asking one of them?
Yeah, so you grab one of them as they're...
I grab one, and I'm like, buddy, what's going on?
You don't even have to roll.
I
'cause-
want
You can do streetwise.
Okay.
You can do streetwise.
What's that?
Streetwise
Streetwise
isn't
to me.
It's like, no,
Not anymore?
what's up?
All right.
Oh, well, I have persuasion. I don't know. You know what?
He wants to not
Rolled it
roll one.
anyways. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, he says, "Oh, didn't you hear the commotion? There has been a death. Well, someone was struck by lightning last night. A small child.
Ooh! Oh.
They're having the funeral for his small Kender boy. You know, he was fishing. They say, and he was struck. The funeral's in the middle of town.
Sounds a little bit fishy.
So what you're saying was that the small child was baked instantly into some type of crispy child nugget.
I don't know the particulars, but that's a very strange line of questioning.
I think we should go to this funeral. We
Wait.
better attend it.
This sounds naturey. We're in
was struck
an
by lightning.
Arctic environment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using my druid clover powers of the claw, and I'm saying that's unlikely.
I mean,
Looks like someone needs a druid to investigate. Here we go, gents. And I make my way to this. I stride.
purposefully.
And I
toward the
know they're
town.
behind me. I know they're behind me.
And Dapperton strides hungrily towards the
To the child nugget.
fresh cooked breakfast. Well, actually, not fresh cooked. It was last night. But.
I hope you like your meat well done.
And so you make your way towards the town center. It's not a giant town, obviously. Like I said, it's sort of a medium-sized village, but they do have a statue to Itzwat the Wise, the great savior of the Kain Empire. Those of you who know,
I give a deferent nod.
yes, he.
Being a native and human to this wonderful white, just whitewashed continent. Not that it's racial.
It's not like racial or anything.
Totally.
Hey man, I got red skin. I feel ya.
You've just been sunburned this entire time.
Hey,
It's terrible.
Or that.
It ain't easy being green.
Wait, let me. As long as we're talking bad jokes here, would you say that the primary export of the Kain Empire is sugar?
That's Patrick
I made
already
that.
made that joke a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, like right.
did.
It's
Yeah,
all right.
I must not have noticed because
Which is
this wasn't
very
good when
good.
you
It
said it.
wasn't
I don't
good.
know.
Unlike your joke just now. Which was
Clear contrast. Clear
You
contrast.
preface and then repeat it. As with all good jokes.
That's right.
The best
You
joke
never
is
know
when
what's
prefaced and
coming.
explained thoroughly.
All right, so what
But,
do we see?
so
at this funeral?
yeah, in the town center, like I said, there's the statue. There are people gathered around, and outside City Hall stands the mayor, also dressed in black, comforting what looks to be a mother and father, a small mother and father, because they are Kender, which is sort of like a small gnome-like race. They're actually grieving over a small casket. You know, it's a child who's also not very large to begin with, and you see the mayor is about to make a speech, it looks like, sort of addressing the people.
Bitch! Then I realized nobody else yells it, so I hunched down lower behind
who said that?
the taller people.
Dapperton goes to investigate the casket.
Straight up to it.
Just-
Excuse me.
Yes, pardon me. And then he sees the crying parents and the tiny casket, and you can't see his face, but he comes back and he's just no too crispy. Yes, I definitely not emotional.
It's okay. You're not a druid. I'll do this. And I stride forth, and I take off one of the studs from my leather armor, which is petrified clover. And it's coin-ish shaped, so I spin it on the ground, and I hunch down really close. It's only like an inch tall, and I hunch down real close, and I just watch it spin. in the midst of the family mourning, and it falls a certain way.
Okay.
And I go, Eureka! Lightning can't happen in the cold. You're all wrong. Mayor, I will investigate this for you. Tell me where I need to go now.
That is initiative.
I did not see that coming, honestly.
Spin for initiative.
The mayor sort of is taken aback, and then he sort of recognizes you. You've been around town before.
I've been
It's
seen
like this
around
guy.
town. I mainly stand in corners.
Yeah, you're also the clover guy. You're
Yeah.
really the only dude who finds clovers.
Wait, I want to clear this up. Do you stand facing the corner, or do you stand looking out from the
No,
corner?
I always stand facing the corner.
Okay, that's weird.
People
likes his
recognize the back of my
Is
head a lot more
in
than
the
front of my
depths
face.
where the knowledge should be found.
That's you can actually
Solitude's
see the
bringing power.
mayor didn't realize it was you until you turned around and yelled Eureka.
I'll put I kind of just as my signature, I put out like a blue and purple sparkly poison gas cloud. But I'll make it in such a way that it's like good poison, not bad.
Yeah, guys, it's totally cool.
Like,
It makes people trip balls. People need it.
I blow the poison out over the crowd.
Oh my
God. Okay, so while the Drew's having an
someone should probably
aneurysm,
roll, right?
Can I roll to make it?
can I roll to like steal his little coin clover while he's
Yeah,
blowing
for
poison?
sure. And we're gonna say that the window blowing the poison sort of dispersed it
I
enough.
thought it was celebratory poison.
Yeah,
so.
that it
It was.
dispersed.
It really was.
Yeah.
We're not trying to kill all of the grievers.
Or make them trip ball. I mean,
Yeah, I just want a
sometimes-
little release.
could be
I like being alone. Maybe they like being alone.
cathartic.
All right, rolling for the coin.
Ooh.
All right,
Crap.
plus 4.
Yeah.
So 17.
I'm pretty good. Can I roll perception to notice them doing it?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
I
trying.
have pretty good. I have pretty good perception.
Like
Can I touch myself and guide myself?
No.
Dang.
You can touch yourself.
Yeah, it won't have any effect.
No, I do not.
All right. So, what is your name again?
Arcanmanos?
Archmenos. You are successful in stealing the clover. As
First time.
I'm assuming that
My first silver thing.
Locron was sort of celebrating, with his
And
showing off.
Importantly,
my face was skyward to the poison.
as I grab it and I hunch over and stare into it greedily and I whisper to myself, "This is only the beginning." And I tuck it away.
Jesus. Yeah, and the mayor, who, like I said, recognized Locron, he says, "Hey, Locron, we're so glad to see you at this time.
I know you are.
This
I've
terrible
come.
tragedy has befallen the Stiga family.
Stiga.
Yes, this fishing family, their little boy, it was so sad.
They needed a druid around, but I can't be everywhere at once.
But you're here now.
I am always here now.
There's some strange goings on, clearly. As you said, the lightning does not strike in town often.
I wasn't wrong.
Yeah. This
God,
boy,
all of our characters are narcissists. This is great.
I mean, just like in real life.
Oh yeah.
That's realistic.
As we record ourselves playing a game.
An imaginary game. He says, yeah, this boy was fishing and he caught himself some strange blasted metal cage of some sort that
I
had
don't
been
like
flowing
metal.
down the river.
We better investigate that one.
Yeah. We think it might have something to do with the dearth of spark salmon that's been around lately. The river has been dry of spark salmon.
I have felt that we're out of balance with that darn spark salmon.
Yes.
We need more of those rubber eels.
Roll, everybody, you can roll a nature check if you're
Okay.
interested.
Damn. 5.
Some druid you are.
I know, right? I don't even know if you steal from me.
I have a negative
Jacob.
1.
Oh, wow.
And I rolled a 19.
Holy shit.
Got worse than this guy.
A not natural
Window,
one.
if you want to
Good
roll
one.
nature, you certainly
If
can.
spark salmon are edible, that's why
I was going to say,
I know about it.
you're a connoisseur of spark salmon.
What's the roll for? What is this?
Nature.
That's right.
No, but like, why are we rolling?
Well, I'll tell you in a sec.
That's a 5.
We all got like.
Yeah, so the druid sort of has an innate sense that, yes, spark salmon are a common fish. They are, as with many animals around the Kain Empire, they are sort of gifted psionically with like small little abilities that they can do, and they are known for creating immense body heat. So they actually bore through icebergs and create rivers where there were not previously.
That's cool.
That's
like-
fucking awesome.
And
yeah.
so that's actually the
That's
river
cool.
because the river that the town is built on is a subterranean, except it's not terranean because it's ice. So it's a sub-ice river,
Samotic.
subarctic.
Wait,
but
so the river's underneath the
it's because the town is built upon ice flows,
That
like
seems
huge, immense ice flows.
Dubious wisdom. When there are native fish
Wisdom
that
check.
can...
Essentially bore
It's-
under your town.
Hey, you're
Yeah.
a druid. You're all about balance with nature, you know.
I'm also about...
and
Yeah,
the
he's
balance is in
weird.
nature's favor
But,
in this one.
Yeah.
But
Which I'm all for.
as you know, Dap, lately in Asher, you haven't been able to get your favorite imported spark salmon as cheaply because it's been
It's
marked
not
up.
imported.
No, you're in Asher.
Oh,
When you were back
in
home,
Asher.
when you were back
Okay,
home,
yeah.
you would. It was going up in price, and then eventually you couldn't get it at all.
Not that he understood how the price thing worked.
Yeah,
He
right.
just knew
I
it
just
came in
couldn't
small
get it.
quantities.
He could get it one day, the next day it
The
wasn't
squire
happening.
stopped bringing it back. I kept hitting him. It didn't get anymore. I don't know what else to do.
I'm at my wit's end as well. You know, if this town, if the spark salmon don't repopulate soon, we'll be out of any sort of trading good that we
This
could
town
ply.
might actually be safe living on ice, but we should find those fish.
Dapperton comes up and goes, "How much does it pay?
Well,
This job is it? Job?
it's a job. You're not from around here, are you?
No, I'm a dragon. Look how big I am.
You're carrying around all that trash too, I can see.
I'm Window.
He's window.
Oh, you're the trash pile I've been hearing so much about.
No.
Okay. I think you might be. I haven't seen many trash piles around. Window likes to keep a low profile.
I kind of blow over to the side, and I'm just blowing garbage around for fun, like other
Whoa.
garbage in the city.
Other garbages.
Yeah.
You have like a resonant garbage
Are you
frequency.
attracted to other garbage? Like,
Yeah.
how does that work?
Oh yeah.
Can you like transmute it into your form?
If I want it,
I mean,
yeah.
there's no
I-
transmuting. He just adds it. Like,
Yeah.
When I eat, it's garbage.
You know, Window's been putting on weight recently.
You guys notice that?
Yeah.
It's because it's Wednesday. It's recycling day. That's
But the mayor,
it's clink, 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 clink. There's bottles everywhere.
time for recycling.
the mayor says, "Well, you know, I could see a way to make the town's treasury pay each of you, I guess, 100 gold pieces to sort out where all this salmon. I have means to believe that it's some sort of nefarious scheme upriver.
I'll do it for free,
Wait.
except also give me 10 clovers.
Well, how about you find as many clovers as you can on the way up there? I hear the fields are plenty."
I'll
Deal.
take his money and also your money and anybody else's money you're going to give me.
I'll give you 75.
Cool.
I would like to utilize. I have an ability, I believe, called false identity.
Ooh, yes, because of your charlatan
Yes.
background.
And I would like to take on my false identity caricature,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Do you really have some
investigator.
Inve-
Shit, I can't do accents right now. Why? Once, yeah, he's going to be German. He's a German investigator. I can't tell you my name because I'm very famous, you see, and the crowds would mob me if I did. But I'm very effective, and I
your
demand.
partner's here with Lokron. eh?
No, no, I've never seen him before. He does things for free. I charge twice.
Clovers. Clovers.
I would like 200 gold.
Well, I tell you what.
I would also like 200. I didn't know that was an option. It's 200.
Think of the
more.
child who needs a druid right now.
Hey, I'll give you, and he points to Dap and he says 63, and I'll give you 150. And he's pointed to Archminos.
I'm no
This is fair.
mathematician,
This is fair.
but I feel like I'm getting the raw end of this deal. But if you're willing to throw in all of the salmon that I can find and devour, I will do it.
All right. You got yourself a deal.
I'll shake. That's what you people do, right? You shake on it. Shake.
Shake.
I grab it and I just shake it.
And the mayor flicks a gold piece into one of Window's trash bags,
I blow it back at
the
him.
bear catches it. Oh, no! I always knew I could count on you. You look like an especially good pile of trash.
I'm Window!
They'll sing songs about you. Folk hero.
He is an aspiring
He
folk
is a
hero.
folk hero.
All right, so
Let us begin.
he says, "Please, now the eulogy. We're going to begin the eulogy. So please."
We won't be staying. All right. And away I walked everyone's up, and my squire and Barnabas have caught up by now. And I'm like, Squire, bring me all of my murder weapons. We're going hunting for salmon.
Were
Wait,
we
wait.
given a directive?
Upriver, we think, is where you should be finding these scoundrels who are poaching our salmon.
Oh man, we gotta find some.
Now the
scoundrels.
river is underground, but you can tell which way it goes, right, Druid guy?
Not necessarily.
It's
Joust.
More like a druid of the people that doesn't like people that much.
That's useful.
I mean, you can.
I could connect with the wind spirit, maybe.
His
and
bros with the
wind
water.
spirit
Yeah,
direct us.
I mean, what you could do is sort of put a piece of you in the river and then
nice.
try dragging it along
Right.
mentally
all right.
upriver.
I'll plop out some trash.
Yeah. Also, you can kind of see where the river goes.
When they fish in it, do they like cut
They drill
hole in the ice?
drill a hole, yeah, or melt a hole depending on their psionic abilities, you know.
I plop out a rusty
Oh, can
bean
I?
can.
I mean,
A bean can.
I have the sound cantrip since I'm a human. The mental tool. Can I whip out a compass? Is that too complicated a thing?
Yeah, I'll give
Can
you a
I
compass.
assign a compass?
Yeah.
All right, and I know which way the river goes.
Yeah, the river runs as with most rivers on the Kain. It runs sort of northeast to southwest.
All right.
So like
Then we head. I get our bearing, and we go.
you
Northeast.
head up river.
Yeah, after gathering some supplies, because I mean,
Yeah,
we've
I'd
got a
imagine.
drink, right?
I have no money. that's and,
But you have a staff.
yeah, they don't pay them.
And wait, we got gold, or do we only get the gold when we come back?
I
Half
mean,
now,
you
half
could
when we
have
back?
you could
We
have
could've.
bargained
I
if you
thought
want.
it was.
I
wait,
stride
we didn't
back
leave
to
yet,
the
did we?
eulogy.
You
I
haven't
did.
left yet.
Yeah, how convenient. Yeah, I would like to convince him to pay me 4/5 up front. 1/5 upon completion.
You know,
Persuasion roll, maybe.
Just so we're clear on the map.
make a persuasion roll. Hey everybody, thank you for listening to the first episode of the Kain campaign. We are the RP Gentlemen. I'm David.
I'm Patrick.
And we are here from the future.
Whoa!
Yes, Patrick, thank you for that sound effect. We just finished recording our 30th episode, and we decided to bring it back a little bit to our first episode to update and revamp and remaster, just like the great George Lucas.
Hopefully you don't have the same opinion of our episode 1, but if you do, you can go to iTunes and leave us a review. We prefer 5 stars, but we're not going to limit you to that, and you can give us any stars you want. We'll take them. We're desperate.
It's true. And if you have any questions for the podcast or just deep, dark truths that you want to share with us, you can do so at our website, rpgentleman.com, or on Facebook at facebook.com/rpgentleman, or even tweet to us using our Twitter handle at rpgentleman. We got plenty. You can also tweet to Window, the windbag himself, with the Twitter handle at YesI'mWindow, and he will respond to you using one of his very few number of catchphrases.
Which has expanded in later days, though, David. We know that Window has so much more to offer, and you can know too as you listen to the rest of episode 1.
All right, time to go back to the future, Patrick.
Whoa!
Make a persuasion roll.
Once, yeah.
I don't touch you for this.
12 plus 5.
17.
Yeah,
17.
he sort of looks at you and he says, "Hey, you seem like a trustworthy fellow."
Yeah.
And he walks into City Hall and then walks back out carrying a small sack of gold and gives you
4/5
I
up
think
front.
125 gold pieces, or no, it would be like 110 about.
150. 80% of 150 would be 120.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. Can I ask him to pay Lord Dap too? I feel bad for him.
I don't like that Dragonborn. All those Asher Dragonborns, they're all so proud of their heritage and their
I'm
teeth.
a roll for you, Patty.
Okay.
Yeah, that is true, but pity pay.
I like how the businessman.
Hell.
One.
And he
What's
starts-
your ratio? Your ratio is still
50%? That's
50%.
You keep the
One.
dice. I'm not rolling anymore.
So he starts to reach back for the sack he just handed you.
no!
No,
But
you would
you-
immediately take that. It's
Yeah,
a 1.
You
Plus
pull
5.
it. Well, but I assume you already were in the process of secreting it away.
It's gone, man. I
Mr.
spent half of it already.
Yeah, Mr. Rogue. So then you join up with your compatriots heading upriver, following Window's
Yeah,
sock
I'm
or bean
floating
cane,
along.
and the
My
compass.
bearing on the compass, my
Locron's
psychic
compass.
compass.
All right, you see, I'm now riding on. Basically, it's like a like the size of a horse, but lower to the ground because it's a drake, and
What color?
it's also
Blue.
green.
Not really.
It's not everything in green, but like a darker, more forest green. He's got like racing stripes on the side and like a lighter, scaly green. And you also see that now Dapperton has 2. They would normally be an axe, but they're hand axes for Dapperton. And he has what looks to be a ship's ballista.
Ballista?
There you
What
go.
is that?
It's the giant crossbow you would like mount to a ship,
Hey.
but it's been ripped off. It's like tripod, and he's got it on his back.
I
Does a
assume
level 0 guy have a
level
tripod
1.
crossbow? Level
his
1?
strength is ridiculous.
Yeah, I have 17 strength.
That's a lot of strength.
I assume when you crashed your ship into the side of the continent, you just ripped it off.
No, what happened was that I was gonna be taken to the the city of the gates.
Mm-hmm.
But then he found out that I didn't have any money to pay the captain. And the captain decided to maroon me here. And so, just in a fit of pique, I tore it off and took it as recompense.
As a brooding teenager might.
Yes, I am 16. just
You're
so you
only
guys know.
You're 16.
I'm 16.
That's awesome.
Oh my god. So yeah, the conversation is bubbling up as you make your way upriver. We know what Dap looks like, and we know what Window looks like. Did we ever get Locron and what you're?
Even though I'm part of a trio, as a branch out from a mainland continent of druids, we're basically just snow druids, 3 of us, but we're all like really into clovers. So
3.
That's your thing.
yeah, that's our thing. So around my shoulders there are clover leaf like things, like kind of like almost like spalders, but they just go up like from the front of my armpit to the back of my armpit essentially.
Okay.
And green sleeves. And then I've studded leather armor, but the studs are like really deep, like petrified clover colored green.
God, I'm trying to
missing
I'm
one
trying to sing Greensleeves, but I don't
I
know
know,
how
right?
it goes. No,
With
I just
a-
have Harry Potter in my head.
with a green. All right, that's going great.
Yeah, stop.
With a white cloak, white leggings, and white shoes
To blend it.
to blend
Very
in,
smart.
except for the bright green cloak.
Yeah.
But I think I'm great.
You're doing better than
You should have,
Dap.
like, brown
who's-
yeah.
boots though, as like the earth.
Sure.
Yeah, I took my fashion advice.
And as part of the way that we 3 druids of the Kain Empire
We
get
3
around.
druids of
We
Undercurrent.
3 druids with green sleeves.
Made it worse.
So then we have little like snowballs, like a kind of like carpet of snowballs, and we just like ride a moving conveyor belt of snowballs.
Dope.
It's not very fast. It's like, I don't know.
Do you
maybe run
sit on
speed.
it or do you stand on the snowball?
When he
I
gets tired, he
roll,
can
I
sit
kind
on
of
it.
roll, like I'm lying on my back, and then it kind of like bucks me over. I'm on my side, and I can kind of sit. Sometimes I try to stand, but I fall usually. And I'm just jostled.
Right on your cape.
I'm jostled
I
everywhere.
like you with your legs straight out and just hands resting on your knees as the roll snowballs just
It's like
slowly
You're
rolling.
just part of a very slow-moving avalanche across the
a very
countryside.
not dangerous avalanche at all. But I'm always ready for a snowball fight.
Ah,
Yeah.
as any good druid is.
Yeah.
And then
We're
Arcaminos.
druids of the snow. There's not much to work with.
That's true.
So we got a snow.
You're
snow
very
carpet.
in tune with the snow and
Yeah.
wind, I would presume.
Yep.
You're in
Wind.
tune with the wind.
Yeah, I'm not sure I feel about window yet because I have no idea where the fuck that guy came from. But we'll figure it
Window
out.
doesn't know either.
Hey, Window's just as in the dark as you are.
Yeah. Window doesn't know.
Coincidentally, he was
just goes with the
created in the
wind,
dark.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Archimedes, are you
Your
still
first day.
impersonating Inspector, what's his name, who doesn't have a name?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you do not know if this is really Archimedes.
But we heard you talk before.
But it could have been a disguise.
I'm confused. I have -1 intelligence. Who
The way-
are you?
The way Archimedes looks, I haven't quite worked this out. So we're gonna say that he definitely has slick back, long black hair, with his horns stylishly slick back over the long black hair.
Are the horns black too, or are they red? You
They
said
are red
yeah.
today. They are red today.
Did you dye your horns, or did you give them a paint job? Sand them
It's-
down
He
first.
magically dyes them,
It's,
you know.
yeah. Well, I have thaumaturgy,
Thaumaturgy?
Thaumaturgy,
Oh god, you do.
which
That's
lets
right.
me like change the color of my eyes and
Yeah,
skin
you.
and stuff.
It's a
right?
lot of random different spells, but you can. One of them is change the color of your eyes. I'll let you
Yeah.
change the color of your horns. That's cool.
Okay, so
I do
red
like
horns,
how you
red-
have a secret identity, but it's still a tiefling. Like, it's still that. That's the dude with the horns.
I'm another foreigner. And do you think we're an investigator?
Yeah, I was an investigator, it's detective. One of my horns comes down and I smoke it like a pipe. And no, I don't know. And I'm dressed all in like black leather, like a cape and stuff. And I
Really
like to
blend
try
in
to
with the
look.
snow.
I like to convince people that I'm way more badass than I am. Like I'm super demonic, but I'm really not. So I'm just like red and capey and
Okay,
fiery.
I got you. That's cool. Yeah, it doesn't blend in with the snow too much, but you know you don't want to blend.
Oh,
in.
there's snow, but it's not my native environment.
Exactly.
You gotta have a goatee, right? Like a pointy
yeah.
goatee.
Oh, yeah,
I
exactly.
keep
Blends in.
getting
Oh, I
near it,
forgot the
and
facial
then
hair.
It's
Thank
gone,
you.
and I don't know what it
Depth.
is.
Yeah, totally got like the
It smells like weird.
like a thicker Iron Man thing going on. Pointy goatee.
Oh
You
damn!
got like a Jafar.
A tiny
Yeah,
little horn,
almost,
a
yeah.
horn coming out. That's a. That's
Yeah,
a
there you
good
go.
one.
Oh, I forgot to describe my facial hair. It's graying.
You
and
also
just,
have facial hair.
I mean, just hair and dirt. Yeah. Okay, something
With
drew it.
clovers stuck in
Okay,
it.
I don't care about. Yeah, it's been clovers
Clovers
woven in there,
woven
and it's just wild, just like frills coming out.
Full
everywhere.
of woven clover.
full, full of woven clovers.
I'm not old enough to grow a beard yet.
Well, wouldn't it just be a bunch
It'd
of
just be
scales?
gizzardy. Yeah.
Yeah, gizzard. Does
I'm
window,
trying though. I have like a really thin, scaly thing above my mouth.
One of Window's trash bags was actually the clippings from the local barber, so he's got,
Just a bunch of rancid hair in there.
but you can change it to be whatever, yeah,
Oh, I can give myself some facial hair.
whatever facial
Awesome.
hair you want.
Window wants some facial hair.
Window is pure.
Could we like maybe like put a drape over the amalgam that is him and like try to pass him off as humanoid underneath like?
I mean,
Well, now
you
we're in
can
the wild,
you can
so-
try.
I know, but like just
Yeah.
for future reference.
No, I want to be like a human. That's why I have the hat. And I'm 3 stacked bags upright. If I want to move, I can move as 3 separate bags too. If I'm trying to do stealthiness.
Terrifying as hell.
Right,
Roll.
snuck up on by trash bags.
Roll is garbage. Yeah.
We should mention that to our listeners, obviously, sentient trash is not a race defined in the player's
Which I
handbook.
think was an oversight.
Serious
They
oversight.
missed a niche.
But we.
But I need to be amused, so
Yeah, well, and the name of the game is amusement, so
Boom.
Because it's a game.
Joe.
we did our best to come up with class features for you.
I mean,
can I do a quick window origin story? It's real quick.
Oh yeah,
So there were 2 wizards and they were fighting, and one of the wizards missed a wizard and shot the trash bags, and then I became sentient. But then I had to make a deal with the wind spirit, so that came like I guess during the storm.
yeah.
And then now I'm window.
And the wind spirit, for those of you who
I was always window.
are native, so Window knows because you made a pact with the wind spirit to become a warlock, right?
Yep,
Which is hilarious.
A warlock folk hero.
It is warlock.
But those of you native to the Kain Empire, that statue that I mentioned earlier of the savior Itzwat the Wise, he fought the wind spirit, who's sort of like the ancient antagonist of the. What'd you say?
Corn.
Corn.
Yeah. Wind spirit's a bad guy.
I mean, he's an antagonist, not necessarily evil.
Well, I'm chaotic, but
But is the
good,
wind spirit like?
like wind.
The wind
pretty
spirit
immutable?
is changeable.
Has the wizard always been there since like the forming of this world?
As far as anyone knows.
Yeah, so I mean, happen to be an antagonist in the lore of this country, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's been there for a lot longer.
I mean, the wind is good sometimes.
As long as there's been wind, there's been trash.
Trash to be blown.
Trash to be blown and said wind.
Eventually, there will be what the fuck do you call that blows across the desert?
Tumbleweed?
A tumbleweed that blows
That should
into
be your
you.
head.
Yeah.
You will be like the physical record of the places we've
I
been.
should be able to control all the tumbleweeds. I should be able to clear them for miles around.
Tumbleweed storm!
Yeah.
Window!
Super tumbleweed attack.
But as,
I'm window.
but as you're all sort of getting to know one another and things you like, things you might not like about one another, you're being blown by the wind on these windswept icy plains, and you see in the distance coming towards you is what appears to be a large floating ship. Like it looks like a classic sort of nautical ship,
Wait,
but
like on the river?
the river's under the ice, remember?
Oh, so it's on the ice. up
It's
above.
not. It appears as it gets closer to be floating above the ice.
Got it.
And so, as you get closer, you realize it is following the path of the river, but it's hovering. Any of you who have history, or maybe,
I'll write a history
have-
without having it.
Oh.
yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're proficient. Just you can. Everyone who wants to make a history check can make
Yeah.
one.
Probably should.
God.
Oh.
I got another one.
Oh my god!
God. I'm the. Oh my god.
I get a minus
Pretty
one,
bad.
but I get +2 to +1, 15.
And I just trip and fall on my face while.
All right, Faye, what'd you get?
17.
17. All right, so those of you, Locron, Window, and Dap, you know from your history around, because Dap, you've been on ships before.
I took a
Uh,
wild,
and
wild
thrown off
fucking
it.
guess.
Yeah, Window,
because of the wind. Or whatever.
you can just sort of tell innately.
Yeah, you know without words.
But Locron,
Literally,
you've seen this before. The ships, what they do is they use sort of like a psionic anchor, and they actually throw that into the river, and as it flows along, they have a counterpart on the ship, someone gifted with psionic ability that actually levitates the ship along with this floating resonant stone in the water.
I was really hoping that it would be, they had like a harnessed team of salmon, like burning a hole ahead of them. Like, yeah.
You know, maybe you'll find one of those later. Who knows?
So
Maybe.
wait, salmon submarine.
Ooh.
What? Yeah, I expect a submarine.
Submarine.
What? So there's the ship above, the psionic anchor below, but on the actual ice, there's a resin. You said
There's nothing.
Nothing,
No,
so it's
I
just
said
gone. Got it,
someone
okay.
on the ship has like a resonant psionic
Yep.
connection with the.
It's pretty impressive you can levitate a whole fucking ship.
Yeah, I mean it's not as
more of a
big as a
boat.
sea-bearing ship.
Like
It's
a
because it
yacht.
is just traveling
Would you say
on
it's like
the
a
river.
pleasure boat?
It looks like sort of a merchant vessel, as many of the ones traveling up and down the river are. So
Got it.
as it gets closer, you see standing along each of the edges is a guard piled over with heavy furs and things to keep the cold wind from blowing in. You know, they sort of look at you strangely as they pass by on the ship.
Well, I mean, we're motley crew.
Yeah, you.
Hail the boat! Hello!
Yeah, what do you want?
We're looking for what are we looking for?
Salmon.
Salmon! We're looking for salmon.
Some fishy things.
So
with
are
the
we.
salmon.
We're coming to Undercurrent to trade for salmon.
There aren't any. I've tried.
Aren't any salmon there?
None. Well, a
Maybe
little
a
boy
few.
tried to catch a salmon and he got metal and zapped by not lightning.
Fishy lightning.
As during this conversation, the
boat is moving.
You're still riding along on your drink one way, and the boat is going the other way.
Yeah,
the
I'm
guard,
just getting louder.
the guard just sort of is still looking at you like, what the?
Do you know of anybody who could be hit to solve this problem? Goodbye. As he drifts away.
It just sort of looks and okay. The ship now is retreating in your rear view mirror.
A nice snow mound.
As you again begin your trudging along the river.
Trudging. Dap does not trudge. He rides.
Dap rides regally.
Well, Squire and Barnabas, they trudge behind me.
Window soundlessly
I blow floating
glides.
along.
Yeah.
Blow floating.
Blow. Ernst blow float.
My messenger imp Mises he's flapping around. He's trying to investigate your trash. No! I'm Window. I'm Window. He flies back to me. He's scared.
So your little imp, it like looks like a little demon with wings, essentially.
Yeah, but like reptilian.
Reptilian.
He's like he's like a tiny dragonborn with
It's like
wings.
a gecko with wings.
Yes, gecko. It's way better. And he's not a dragonborn. He's a gecko.
Scary shit.
What is
little stickers.
What is the source of this river that we're tracking?
I mean, you probably know it. It originates in the mountains along the Circle Sea. So, as I mentioned previously, the continent sort of forms a ring around the North Pole, a rather large ring, and inside contained in it is this sea that.
Is any part of that sea just completely frozen? Because we're at a pole, right? So like,
I mean, yeah, there's ice around there.
there's ice around there.
Deep down, there's.
All right.
Yeah.
But we're headed generally northish,
Yeah.
toward like a mountain range that is the inner ring of this continent.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And as you continue your journey, you pass through some trees, actually. You notice that there's no foliage along them. They sort of spiral upwards from the ground, one continuous branch almost, spiraling out of the ground. And they're
Like the
completely
cheap
bleached.
Christmas trees you can buy at Target. that are
Sorta,
just
yeah.
made of lights.
Yeah, exactly. And they're all just bleached. Locron, you know these as the bleach bark trees. They bloom only once every 7 years, and that's when they actually gather the sun's light and store energy. The rest of the 7 years, they're sort of dormant and in just this bleached, wooded area. But as you pass through the trees, you begin to feel some heat as you approach what appears to be a large canyon.
Ooh!
And yeah, so we're putting down the map.
Artistic wind marks.
Those are the spiraling trees coming out of the ground. And so you approach this canyon, and up from it is just coming some steam, so you can't really see the bottom. It looks to be about 60 feet across, but there is what appears to be a rope bridge. And by that, I mean there are 2 posts on each side of the canyon connecting ropes, one between each set of posts, and then in the middle, at your foot level, is another rope. So it's one of those where you grab on with your hands and walk along a rope.
Can I just blow float across?
You can try.
Use my wind and stuff.
I would like anyone who tries to cross. Well, first of all, let's put you all on the map.
Oh, we need things.
Well, we don't.
Dibs red.
Oh, we have things.
We have a couple of things, and then who wants to be blue and
I'll be
green?
blue.
I'll be green. I'll be
Okay.
green. I'm cool.
Yeah, that makes
I
sense.
gotta be green.
Blue is
All the
color
other stuff
of
is green.
blue.
Oh, that's true. You can't be green. Do you want to be black?
Can't stand those.
I'll be this triangle.
Okay, and what color were
I
you?
always thought you were more of a square. Red.
You're red? Okay. So then, as you are approaching, I would like everyone to make stealth checks.
Oh yeah, I'm good at that shit. Oh, I rolled a crit one.
I
though.
crit 1. I crit.
So many ones, dude.
Linked in so many
Yeah,
ways.
dude, this is.
Oh, crit 20!
Damn it.
What up?
I got I got
Dappington's a
10.
shadow riding
Yeah,
a
10.
mount.
All right.
Very obviously trash.
So as Window,
They know.
I'm assuming Window and Locron approach the cliff's face, the canyon side
Yeah.
first.
I was just ready to blow.
And
float.
as you get close, you hear sort of a rustling noise, and it sounds like some squeaking and some rustling. And up from the steamy canyon, you hear this rustling and this squeaking, and you notice these nests lining the canyon, and out come these 3 swarms of. They're black here, but they're actually white. Frost bats. You know them to be.
Frost bats.
You've
Ooh, yes!
Bats.
That's the first combination.
Window is excited
Learning combo moves.
He's learning.
guys.
for these bats, and I would like all of you to roll initiative, if you could.
Feels about right.
Since I have a crit 20, can I just go first? And Dad just wants to take off his ballista and just put a giant coral right through the middle of the bats.
Patrick's
Of the
making
swarm.
stuff up again.
So you
I rolled a crit 20 on stealth. No one knows I'm here, and I'm on a massive dragon.
I've forgotten you're there.
Yeah.
I'll let you get a surprise round in, but I would
Okay.
still like everyone to roll initiative.
Wait, how do you do an initiative roll?
Oh,
It's just
so
your
you
dex.
roll the d20 and you add your initiative modifier, which is your dex bonus.
I got a 9.
A 9.
So should I just? So I got a 9 with my modifier.
Okay. I'm gonna call Archmanos Arc every now and then.
That's cool.
Dap, what'd you get?
I got a 9.
And what did you get?
21.
Okay.
Ooh.
3 9s.
Locron is gonna go first after Dap. I do have to roll for the bats crit on their initiative.
God.
So
Critical one.
Dap will still get in his surprise round. So if you want to try to shoot at one of these, so right now they're probably about 40 or so feet away from you, Dap. They're a little bit closer to Window and Locron, who were not so stealthy.
Alright, so me and you made this ship's cannon because I wanted it to be a D12 weapon. So I have to first beat a dex check of 11 to not take a recoil damage and hit a random target.
Oh God!
The way we're rolling, we're guaranteed success, or at least a story.
Yeah, right.
I forgot that this was so.
Let's see if that works. Ooh, I got a 12.
So you're
Nice.
good. You can.
Gentleman's 12.
Gentleman's 12.
Gentleman's
Gentleman's 12.
12. Gentleman's 12.
Alright, so now I have to actually make an attack again. Wait, do we want to just make that be my
Yeah,
attack?
that's the attack.
Okay,
Right?
then I get then it is a 14 for the attack.
Versus their AC. You
which
hit.
Which back group are you
Yeah,
in?
which one? Are
this first one.
Okay, so that
Yeah,
one.
right by
Wait,
the
do you
rope
roll a d20 for your attack damage?
Your attack.
Oh,
To hit.
That's
It's a
different.
hit and then there's
Got it.
damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
I don't
see
know
your
these
modifier,
things.
you add the modifier, and then the damage happens if you hit.
Got it.
And
Okay.
so-
Unless it says half damage. but
There's
that's
your
different.
modifier that you add to all of your attacks, and there's the damage that it does.
Got it.
So yeah, roll your damage against that
And then the bats
that
make saves
swarm
or
of bats.
something.
Which one are you
No,
attacking?
the
The
ten.
This one.
Okay.
How do you know if you hit it?
I will tell you.
Got it.
And something you should
Nice.
know about swarms, that all of you will know about swarms, is that they have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Which is all that I can do.
That's none of me.
Yeah, so Window magic is great against bats.
I
Yeah.
have poison spray.
You got
and
poison
Thunder
spray,
Wave.
which is great against bats.
I'm gonna blow
I
my
got
fireball.
it was piercing.
10?
So they
Nice.
take
Alright.
5 damage.
Yeah, so the way resistance works is you have the damage. So that fine fellow, you see that swarm of bats is not looking great after that hit.
Just a shish kebab of bats fall out the other side.
And land in the fall down
Dinner
the
later.
fall down the steamy canyon. And now the bats.
Wait, as my free action, I would like to. Or no, how do actions work again?
Well, so every turn, everyone gets an action. If you have something that says you get a bonus action, such as fighting with 2 dual-wielding weapons or something, then you can take 1 bonus action per turn, but not everyone gets bonus actions.
All right, for my move, I'd like to get off my mount
Okay.
and I want to. There's like my pavilion isn't carried on my mount. I make Barnabas and Briar carry that.
Okay.
But there are 2 harnesses that I begin to strap Briar and Barnabas to Jake, my mount.
Okay.
Like they're just tied to him.
Forcibly tied to this
Tied to
Drake.
him, and then I slap Jake on the butt and just tell him to just go crawl down the canyon wall and meet me on the other side.
Okay. I have a quick question. Do you have a stat block for Jake?
No.
Okay. we'll deal with that.
He's got big old claws, though. I just
Yeah,
want
no.
to call it out on the wall.
No, yeah, I mean, steamy canyons are definitely not full of any monsters of any kind.
He
so-
dies. Just say he dies.
No, not yet. He's certainly.
Wait, did someone? Okay.
One of your fucking servants has to die at some point.
Oh, I assume they're all going
I
to die
assume at
quickly.
this point, yeah.
But
Dude,
Jake
you
is
should
not
have
going to die.
you should have dude with poison breath, aka maybe your mount.
Me, actually.
You
And me.
walk up and just like breathe into the swarms, and Window can blow it all over them.
It's
you guys
true.
can form
You
your
have
poison
your
clouds
dragon
together.
breath.
That's what I intend
Clouds are
to
gonna
do
get
that next
swarmed.
turn. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So,
Now I just want to. I want to go. I want to go
So
up and
now the
be in
bats
front
are
row.
going to congregate around Window and Low
Trash
Oh,
bags.
you mean like in Window?
Yes. So the
Within,
thing,
amongst-
up in the trash.
the thing about swarms is that they can actually occupy the same space as. I just realized I'm talking directly into the mic, but they can occupy the same space as the people they're attacking. So they're going to try to scratch at you with their claws.
They're in
and-
my bags.
Uh,
They're in my bags.
So these are two.
Whoa.
These are two against Locron and one against Window. So first against Locron,
Okay.
that's an 11 versus AC.
For Locron?
Yeah,
No, fuck you.
and then a natural 20.
Oh, I'm getting,
Alright.
I'm getting
So you
batted.
take 5 damage, 5 piercing damage, and then Locron.
I'm at 2.
Okay,
No, you had 3.
and then Window.
you
That's
lost
14 versus AC.
No.
Where's my AC at?
It's right.
14.
Yeah, see, it's that big number right there.
Oh, same.
So that
Tie
is
goes
the
to
same.
you?
So tie goes to them, and you take 5 damage as
oh
well.
shit.
All right. Now it is Locron's turn.
Well, Locron's pretty bloodied.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's going to. I'm going to use Thunder Wave
Ooh.
Ooh.
because that's what you gotta do when you're about to die from swarms of things clawing at your face.
Christ.
So I'm gonna catch.
Ooh.
It's what is the range of this thing?
I believe
It's a 15-foot cube.
Okay, so you can get them 2 for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna get them too. I can do it without getting.
Yeah, you can get them without hitting
Arc.
Austin.
Yeah,
Arc.
Arc.
Manos.
Okay, so I get both of them, and
The arc
they make a
reactor.
save. That's one of the differences between this game and this
Yeah.
edition and the other ones. I don't roll to hit. You roll to not get hit.
Yes, exactly.
Mm.
So what save do they have to make?
They have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. The first one rolled a critical 1,
Haha.
and the second
dead.
one rolled.
Does that mean he then takes maximum damage? Is that how that now works? Because
yeah.
previously you'd roll,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then that's you get
And the
20.
second one rolled a 12.
he does not make it.
Okay, so they both fail their saving
They're
throws.
pretty figgity fucked.
And what
So
what
we're
happens
gonna-
to them?
They take 2d8 thunder damage, and if they don't die, they're pushed 10 feet away.
Oh wow.
16.
16 to
one
the
of
1.
16 for one of them. Yeah, and then what does the other one take?
It's like a bunch of white balloons popping.
Let's see, is it plus? No, it's just no. There's no plus anymore. It is 11 damage to the other one.
Well, both the swarms of bats make little tiny bat coughs, and they go as they fall one after another out of the sky, and these two
That's an adorable
swarms
way to die.
they fall back into the canyon from whence they came, and the only one left is the one attacking Window.
we Druids call that getting clovered.
And you still have your
You were waiting.
you
for
still
that.
have your
Yeah, we're not good at jokes.
As a people.
There's 3 of us. We meet once every 5 years.
He's
It's
a
not great.
hermit. He doesn't have often to practice his jokes.
Yeah.
You know? You still have a move if you want to make your way across
I
the
also
rope
want to
bridge.
use a bonus action. So I got a bonus action
Yeah.
and a move.
Yeah.
I'm going to healing word myself. So I heal for 1d4 plus my wisdom modifier. So I heal for 6.
Nice.
And back up to full.
Dang.
Because I have no hit points.
And-
then I'm gonna go this way.
And that uses.
Bats.
waving.
slapped him, and then-
I just went.
You don't want to go.
And then I wave. No, I know. I don't want to wavy arms. I take my snow pile and I just bustle myself away.
You don't want to go across the rope bridge, across the canyon at all.
I snowbound back, and then I use my cantrix and I cantrip metal tool, and I get a carabiner. I attach it to the rope around my waist, and I put it to one of the rope handles, and I start.
There you
going
go.
across.
Okay, so you start making your way across the bridge.
How far do I get?
Sen-
What's my
yeah,
move?
it's
My
about
move is
30.
This will have
30
no
feet.
So it's
negative
about
repercussions.
it's about halfway.
Anticipating.
Just fucked up some bats, and
And
halfway
you're
across the
firmly
bridge.
secured to
Yeah.
the right rope.
I'd say I'm already halfway there. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. And so now it is all 3 of your turns. If any of you want to defer to another one,
Dude,
otherwise.
I want to go.
Okay,
I
so.
might not, he's been
Oh, no.
rolling one.
Everybody wants to get it in there.
I gotta get the one out of the way. So you guys, okay. Tell me if this makes sense. I think I came up with a good way of locomotion. So if the ground is ice, I use my thaumaturgy. Why can't I say that word?
Thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy. I'm bad with words today. Thaumaturgy. To like slightly heat my feet so it's like kind of watery ice, slippery, and I skate towards
Oh,
with my
God.
cape flowing behind me and my horns down. I take my short sword and I just charge the swarm. I just skate right into it.
Archmanos Anton Ono.
Is there any thing for the fact that the bats are in him? Like, is it hard to hit swarms that are?
I mean, swarms,
That's the
they just have
resistance
resistance, yeah. I
Maybe-
don't
Okay.
think. And also, Window is almost a swarm himself.
Yeah,
So.
I'm just a pile of garbage trying to bats.
I mean, if you, crit fail again, you might accidentally slice open one of his garbage bags, but we'll get there.
But if there's a bat in it, then I kill the bat.
Maybe, let's
Put the
see.
little bats
Okay,
out.
so do I roll it? They roll it.
You
Okay.
roll it.
You roll.
8! I beat a 1, so plus
and
my...
You're fighting two-handed, right? So you've got your
No,
dagger and
you
your
just-
short sword.
Oh, can I do that?
Yeah, you can fight two-handed.
Yeah.
Then I should do that, right?
Yeah, so
There's
you
no
would roll.
downside?
That would be for your.
So that's plus 4 for the daggers. So the daggers are 12, and I roll again for my
Okay,
short
so
sword.
you hit with the dagger and then roll for your short sword. Oh,
18.
you definitely. Yeah, you
So
definitely
So
hit.
22 with short
So
sword.
now you do your a D6 and a D4.
D6, D4. 4 and 2.
All right, 6. Don't you add your Dex modifier to? Or no, you don't
Oh,
add that to
You don't,
damage
you don't
anymore.
have them anymore.
Yeah,
Okay.
you do.
Well, I do have weapon proficiencies.
Spells you don't.
No, but weapons you do.
Oh, weapons,
You,
so
you
then
add
what do I
your regular dex.
Oh, really?
To-
So I get plus 2 to each of those?
Just to the hand, your good hand.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that would
I'd say
probably be
short
your
Well,
sword.
I'm
Short sword.
ambidextrous, so...
So, but and regardless, you
Okay,
get 8.
Short sword, got it. 8.
All right, that
That's the
swarm with that attack, it looks like you actually hit about half of the bats, and half of them fall out of the air as they are.
And I skate through, and I just come to a stop, and I kind of like do the anime thing where I look up, and I'm like,
And Window, you're very.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my long hair flares through. No, I don't. You're making fun of me.
Window, you're very pleased to be rid of these bats that were. Some of them are still around you, but you know.
No! They're inside you, window.
What would you like to do to these
I'm gonna
bats?
use Trash NATO,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna turn those bats into fire.
Can you wait for the audience? you
One
wanna
thing I
explain
would
what
say
trash
that's a
is?
reaction, right? It says.
For hellish rebuke.
Oh, it is. You're right.
Actually,
It doesn't say
you
reaction.
should
Should take in response to
Yeah.
being damaged by a creature within
Yeah.
the
I got damaged by
yeah,
it.
we should have. You could have done that.
I got hit bad.
Yeah, so we'll get at it.
Can you
Oh, so I
explain
could've
what
done
this
it
is,
way
David?
back
When they were attacking
Oh,
you, Lo
fuck.
Siento.
All right. So flaming
Can you
garbage,
explain what this is?
hellish
Can you
garbage
use it?
surrounding the bats.
So
2d10.
it's one of his spells.
What do I have to do first?
They gotta make a
They
save.
make
Dexterity. Okay.
Okay,
I have
so
to
they have to
dexterity
make a
roll?
dex.
No,
No.
they make a dex check versus you.
Spells are different now, yeah.
And so they gotta beat your
17
No, it's
It should say right.
on the thing.
It says right there. No, it says right there.
Where?
The middle box.
oh, save DC 13.
Oh, I only had to beat
13. They got a 8.
Oh, nice.
So what damage do they take?
2d10.
You sort
Whoa.
of you blow your
Oops.
blustery trash all around them.
Boy said I'm.
4, 6, so 10.
10. Wow.
Right in the
And
middle.
since that is not blunt, piercing, or slashing damage, they take all of it, and they are hit out of the air by the trash, and they again fall.
It's hit by
down.
tin cans.
They disintegrate into nothingness as you hit them
Oh
with your.
no!
But oh, good, because now, as far as you know, there is no more monsters around.
And yet, I
Yeah,
feel
but
like
I'm coming to
initiative's
cope
still
with murdering them.
All right.
Dapperton.
So as Dapperton's turn comes around, you hear.
Wait, is it still my turn?
Yeah, you can move if you want.
Because these are 3 ropes, right?
Yeah.
So my 3 trash bags are gonna unstack and then kind of just like hug the ropes.
Okay.
And like trash bag roll along the ropes.
Okay.
With the center rope having the hat.
I want.
Bag on it.
Can you make me a dexterity check?
All right.
If you have acrobatics, you can add that to it.
Acrobatic trash bags.
My
would be-
dexterity is pretty jammed though.
Okay.
Right? It's not in here.
3.
Yeah. Bam. Ooh, 20.
Yeah, you make your way halfway across, meeting up with
trash bags.
meeting up with Locron. you actually tumble onto Locron,
I'm Window.
You stink!
briefly absorbing Locron and then passing over him. And then Dap, as we approach your turn, from down in the canyon, you hear a couple of noises. First, you hear sort of a snorting and like something's awakening.
I grab Jake's reins as he comes past. I'm like, no.
Oh,
Not yet, boy.
Jake had already
Yeah, you
on your
said-
turn.
Jake.
It's not Jake's turn yet, man.
Jake-
You didn't make me roll his
On
initiative.
your surprise turn, Jake started descending down the cavern, and the other sound you hear is a
Jake!
whimpering of Jake.
Back here, Jake.
All right, make an animal handling check, would you?
Oh boy.
It's my wisdom, so +0. 12.
All right, so you hear
Jake
Jake.
comes.
He climbs back up the canyon wall and you see he's got a couple of red scratch marks on his face as he's whimpering.
Oh man.
I don't care. But Dap doesn't care. But how are Briar and Barnabas doing?
And Briar says, "Well, there's a bear down there, a
And
nasty-looking fella.
And you let Jake get hurt?
My hands are tied down, you old coot. You
Uh,
young coot."
Absolutely unacceptable. You would be fired if I paid you. All right. Well, I suppose I must go in there and do battle with that bear. So,
Must you?
I don't
You're
know.
a portly. Are you gonna be? I guess you can climb. Do you have athletics?
You're a fucking dragon, aren't you?
Yeah, man. I have +5 to my athletics.
All right.
But
So you hop down the canyon.
So are we still in initiative?
Yeah, we're still in initiative.
Is anybody else? This bear necessary? You know what? He hurt Jake. I'm going for it. All right. So I would like to climb down.
I'm assuming you cut one of the ropes from the rope bridge and use it to climb down.
Then one of my garbage bags is gonna.
Nah,
fly
man.
out, yeah.
That's a tame move. That's my old guy. I want to reverse ice pick with my 2 the scaly skin ancestral hand axes,
Nice.
Blah and Ud.
Oh,
We weren't a classy people. And so I
every
ice axe-
campaign, you name your weapons.
I ice axe my way down.
You get down about 20 feet. You realize it's not very deep, but you're going around in the steam. It's coming off. The ground down here is actually kind of melted, and it's close to the water.
Salmon.
But you hear the growl as you see out of the steam comes a large white bear with bright red claws, and it growls at you.
That looks like Jake's blood. But actually, I don't get. I didn't want to say it before, but Dapperton actually has a problem as a barbarian. He's got an anger management issue. He's too good at it. So I can't get enraged without added stuff. So I'm not actually using my rage right now, but I will jump down and give him what for.
Ask him a question.
No,
No.
I won't do that.
No.
Well, he's got 2 axes.
I would be okay with it.
Okay, thanks.
Alrighty
Don't
then.
make me actually.
Right.
That the first one is a 2.
That misses.
It's a 7 total. I bet that beats his AC.
Oh, and so could somebody put Dap down in the middle of the canyon and use this as the bear? Thanks.
So I leap down and I whiff the first one, but the second one
Comes around.
is 19.
19, that hits. And then how much damage do you do?
Alright, so I only hit with 1 attack. Do I still get my +3 or because it's my second attack?
No, you don't get a +3.
Okay. So I do 3 solid damage to
A
it.
gentleman's 3.
A gentleman's
solid.
The bear.
three.
Gentleman's 3.
The bear snorts and growls as you hit him. And now we'll come
Wait,
around.
I would like. I ask. You're like above me, right?
Yeah, essentially.
Locron, I need you to do something for me.
Do you need a druid?
No, I need you to tell me that you're disappointed in me.
Invoke his rage.
Tell it to me in a fatherly manner.
Oh, God.
You aren't the druid I was looking for.
Good enough. So I get enraged.
So you've got daddy issues?
I have serious daddy. I have barbaric daddy
Join the
issues.
club.
Oh boy.
Alright,
All
so
right.
now I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. Also, I get +2 temporary hit points.
All right, Locron, we're back around to you.
Well, is it
After-
safe to say I'm touching?
Essentially,
Touching
Window's like right
window?
in front of you now.
Okay.
One of his trash bags
Are there-
just brushed over your
Are
hand.
there any of the trash bags I could use to maybe like catch the wind, as it were? I know all of them catches the wind,
Yeah.
but catch the wind as
So you
like
pick
a
you pick up
parachute
his
thing.
trash and try to like pull you along
Well,
the ropes.
also using guidance. No, to make my way down to save
Oh.
my new compatriot.
So you I ask Window if it's okay first. I mean,
Yeah, you hijacking my bags?
Window, you're of one of 3 things that makes up this continent, so I assume there's a shred of natural stuff in you. Will you let this master druid use you to break our fall as I guide us into glorious battle?
I'm Window!
Good enough!
all right, you grab the bags
And I hop off.
and jump down
Yeah.
and mentally just forgetting about your carabiner, it disappears into nothingness.
Yeah. I mean, it's, man.
Yeah, it's all mental.
I feel like good enough is gonna be the war cry.
Good enough.
Making it work. Okay.
And so you jump down and careen down. You're about right above the bear. The bear comes into view.
Could I like buff? Could he do a roll that I then buff with guidance because I'm already touching him to make so our descent is not harmful to us because 20 feet.
Yeah.
No, I like that. Just do
okay.
it. Just
All right.
get it done.
Done it, and doing it.
You're paragliding with Window.
Yeah.
And I land. I make.
Window, what do you say as your? This is a new experience.
Oh
Oh, yeah!
So if you're letting me aim it, then I come down and I use poison spray, which comes out of my hands. I land on top of the bear.
Put in his eyes.
I know. I'm about to put one in his ear and one up his nose muzzle thing.
no, that poor
So,
bear.
Yeah.
I believe the bear rolls a saving throw.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's Constitution. Bears are pretty Constitution.
The bear rolled a 12.
He doesn't make it.
Oh,
Nice.
So
Christ.
he takes 1d12 damage,
Oh my God, that's fucking
which is it's 1. I could get a 1.
Lot, man.
I did. I got a 1.
Good
How
enough.
many
It's not
ones?
so much like a. It's like a.
And now you're on top of this bear. Window, I assume, is on top of you on top of this
The
bear.
hat is on
Windows
top
a
of-
lot of places. The wind kind of just.
Yeah, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. Because I grabbed all window on my way
Does it
down.
do any damage over
Nice.
time?
No.
Head bags.
None of the
Uh,
poisons are dot. Mine's not a dot either.
Weird. I don't know. So now the bear is going to try to shake you and claw at Dap at the same time. So
Wait, does the bear go before I go?
the bear goes before the 3 of you. So this is versus Dap with its claws. That's a natural 20. I have been rolling so well.
I'm
This is-
glad I got enraged.
Me too.
you take 7 piercing from its claws, and
That's halved.
It's gonna try
and
to-
Is it rounded down or up?
Probably up.
it rounds down. You always round down.
Okay. Shoot.
So I take
like
3
invincible.
damage.
3 damage. And it's going to try to bite at Locron.
That's bad.
But it rolled a natural 1 with its
Nice.
bite.
So it
So
bites itself.
it averaged, it sort of bites. It's got poison in its eye, and it takes another damage from the poison,
Yes.
and
Nice.
it breathed in some trashy poison.
Stupid bird.
That's the last thing Windows says is like, stupid bear. You're like, whoa, Windows.
Whoa, window.
That's really specific.
It's not. It's
You're
not.
very
it's
aware.
non-canonical.
Very aware of what's going on right now.
Non-canonical wind words.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go win words.
Words. Okay, so now Arkham. Armanos.
Arkham Asylum.
Arkham, yeah. There's
Arkham
gonna be
Asylum.
some material here. Yeah,
Material.
there's some material. So the Arc Reactor himself,
Ooh.
Archmanos, I'm still up on the
ridge.
right?
And you can't really see what's
Yeah, we're
going
down
on,
there
but
with
you've heard. Oh yes.
All right.
And-
Here's what I'm gonna do.
Enzaboomafoo.
I see drawn on your thing here a little like bat's nest.
Yes, those are bats' nests.
So can I like slide down the valley wall into the nest and pull out my crossbow and snipe the bear?
Oh yeah. Give me an acrobatics.
Cool, right? I like to be cool. That's my
I
thing.
like to be cool.
An acrobatics check to
You're
sort
just
of
terrible at it.
drop into and hold on to the thing. So
acrobatics?
roll your d20 and add your acrobatics.
D20.
Yeah, d20. Sorry.
8
plus
4 is 12.
4 is 12. Yeah, so you got a little bit of an unsteady hold. You have enough to fire, but you might drop next turn. It's going to be a harder check.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm in the nest or hanging on in
Yeah.
the nest. Cool.
Fire your crossbow now.
Yes.
Can you put him in the nest? Thanks. I like to keep my map accurate, guys.
Keep updated. I mean,
And before I fire the crossbow, I say it's time for this bird to leave the nest.
You're still the inspector.
Yeah.
no one can hear you.
Always in character.
I'm on top of a bear. No one gives a fuck.
All right, and I hope
Window.
I don't hit them. You
Yeah,
guys
you
better.
don't go there,
You
then.
better hope I don't roll 1.
Yeah,
otherwise
right?
You're
You're
gonna
gonna shoot
hit
right
with
in
an
the
arrow.
frickin' face.
Okay, here goes crossbow, short bow, whatever it is. 14.
dang.
Best roll of the day.
Plus.
Plus 4. 18.
That definitely hits.
So 1d6 piercing.
2.
Plus your dex modifier on that one too.
Which is
2. So you have 4
So
total.
you get
4
4.
damage.
All right. This bear is bleeding. It is what you might call
Ooh.
bloody at this point. And it's becoming enraged, similar to its dragonborn
Oh.
foe.
Oh dear.
Window, what do you got?
All right, I'm gonna hit that bear with an Eldritch Blast.
From, I imagine all bags sort of fall off on
Yeah.
separate sides of
A
it.
beam of wind energy, and I go no, and I blow it up with my wind. What do I do? 1d10.
I believe
it's a
they
save.
probably make a
It's,
save.
well,
Yeah.
I believe
gotta
Eldritch
save throw,
Blast,
but
you actually
Range
roll an
bonus
attack roll.
target, on a hit, target makes 1d10 force damage.
Make a range attack, so it's your roll a d20 and add your dex.
No, it's not your dex. It's in the same place where it said his magic ability. It says magic attack roll.
Charisma.
Oh,
So 3. Still
Cha?
plus 3 either way.
It's plus 5 because you had your proficiency.
Mm.
It says it right there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So plus 5.
okay.
Not bad.
19.
19. That
Shit.
is very good against him.
now
You
Sean's
blast
on
him
top
with
of the bear.
You blast him with your wind energy.
All right.
The snow
Here we
will
go.
catch me.
There you go.
10.
Damn, and that is just enough to send this bear flying from under Locron as Locron falls into the snow, his beloved snow
My
below.
beloved snow. Snow
Uh,
below.
This bear carcass sort of hits the side of the canyon wall, and you see the rustle of the nests fall, but they're empty, so there are no more bats inside. And Archmanos falls next to you as all 4 of you are united in
Gracefully.
this.
Gracefully. I
Oh!
slide down. And I go, I'm glad it died because I couldn't bear it any longer.
Dap is just hacking at it with his axes, just murdering the corpse more. I hate you, Dad! I hate you so much!
And your retinue is just like staring like
Just another day.
Now we're in the
So
canyon, huh?
in the quiet of the canyon, it smells like
Garbage.
bear blood and
And
bear blood
garbage
and
and-
garbage. Yeah.
Yeah, oxidized air from Thunderwave because it probably split some stuff.
Oh yeah.
an Eldritch Blast. What is an Eldritch Blast?
It's just like it's like a lightning bolt, but for the instance of me, it's just like a super giant wind blast.
Yeah, like a piercing wind spear.
Yeah.
It's intense.
All right.
Fuck the
So I'm assuming you then climb up the other side of the canyon
We
wall.
want to investigate what's down.
Is there anything down here, or is it just
It
canyon?
appears just to be canyon. As far I mean, it's very
As far as I can see,
it's very steamy, so you can't really see only about 10 or so feet in front of you. But it appears like the canyon when you were up on the walls of the canyon, you could see the canyon ran about.
While we're down here, since it's like frozen and stuff, do I spot? Can I do like a perception to find some clovers?
Yeah,
I
you
appear to
actually
be missing one of my clovers.
you
one of
actually
my
found
clover
about
buttons.
like 7 good-looking clovers, 7.5. One of them was kind of ripped.
Okay.
The bear was hoarding them. It looked like
For some reason.
Clover Bear.
Clover bear.
So Dap just liberally soaked in blood, kind of puts his axes away, straightens his cape. Was a bit of a to-do, wasn't it? Sorry, gents, we're not the handles there. Shall we wait?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
you climb back
Sally
up.
Ford.
You climb back up the other side of the
I want to
canyon
use
wall.
the wind
Wait,
to
can I
blow me up
do-
the canyon.
Can I do one last thing on our way up? We'll climb the rope or whatever. Can I check one of the nests for like bat eggs?
Was there like a?
They're
was there a
mammals.
bear-
They don't
was
have
there a
eggs,
bear
but
cave?
still, I
Like
want a baby bat. I want a baby bat.
You
Maybe
do
like a batapus.
Yeah.
They lay eggs, but they're mammals.
yeah. Roll an animal handling
Did you say
check.
Baddick?
My animal handling is -1, but that's okay. 16
Oh,
minus
so
15.
All right, so
Handle
you
those
do
animals.
find actually a couple baby bats. I'm assuming you just grab one
Bats
of them.
or no, get all of them.
So you have 3 different little baby bats. They look like they're gonna need a lot of care over the next
I am
couple
a
weeks.
very doting father. More doting than my father, whose backstory
I
we
want
shall
Austin
get
to
into next
forget, and
time.
you to just be next session like, Austin, your bats are dead.
Yeah, all of your bats.
They died,
At
man.
the beginning of next session, if you don't tell me you were taking care of your bats, they're dead.
I'm writing this down.
Fair.
White bats, tell David.
Shall
do
there-
it.
Is there like a bear cave?
Oh, frost bats?
It doesn't seem to be a
But it's got a
cave.
barricade in front of it.
Boo.
You can't get in.
Ah.
You sort of move left and right. It looks like probably the bear came from up. It looks there are some claw marks on the walls. It
Oh,
maybe
it's
got
clever.
trapped down here.
Clever bear.
Oh, it's
Or maybe
a-
not
a
so
gold-
clever.
A golgari or whatever it is. When
Right.
animals fall into the pit and they die there.
I make a snow stair and I climb that
You
snow
climb
stair.
up the stairs.
Yeah.
So you continue on after your encounter following the river. As you approach, you sort of crest a bluff of the ice flow that you're traveling along, and off in the distance you see what appears to be another one of these bears, but it's very small, like maybe a baby.
Like a
cub
baby
of this
bear.
If you all want to make perception checks.
I do.
Don't take my.
What are those?
I
Three
roll
more.
one.
Natural 20.
D20.
Natural 20.
Dude, the other ones have been giving me
Unnatural
ones.
20.
Oh wow!
6.
All right,
Minus
so
1 to perception.
Locron and
We're just
Window.
looking at your bat. Who's so good?
I'll be a better daddy to you. The Locron and Window, you see this bear cub, and it looks to be sort of lost, but then something catches your eye out of the corner. All of a sudden, this little cub is beset upon by 2 snide-looking goblins, and they sort of grab it. They
Snide goblins.
catch it.
They take his Coca-Cola away. He doesn't get to keep it anymore.
Oh, because
Yeah, polar
I get
bear.
it. Yeah.
Coke stuff. Yeah.
So they trap it in a sack, and then you see that it's sort of writhing around in the sack, and they start lugging it back. It appears along the river, but off into the distance.
Gross. Goblins.
Probably should kill him.
Probably should go. Let's go after
And
them.
you know that goblins, Window, who I'm just assuming Window was imbued with sort of the lore of
I've
the
got
town.
some knowledge, but I don't know how to tap into it.
Yeah.
So I'm just getting floods.
But
During garbage piece knows a different thing,
You
and
got
so
a
you
lot
gotta
of-
find
Yeah.
it.
One of them is
with each
newspapers.
piece of trash, it's imbued with a specific smell.
yeah, there you go.
Window, jam that trash bag together with that can, quick.
My window.
And then Locron, you know that goblins.
Yeah, let's say were there goblins up in this
They're not common. You know that there is the spare band of goblins. They seem to have wandered out of their territory, sort of.
Yeah.
They're more a northern snowy goblin type.
I'm near certain that druids view like goblin kin as aberrations of nature.
They are
We're
not the nicest to nature.
Yeah, we don't like them.
Well, friends, it seems there's daring do to be done. Let's
What do you-
Wait, one
dare
question.
Did you see the goblin? I
How
thought you
would
were
you
too busy
say
thinking about your
the
father.
goblin class is in relation to the tiefling class? Are they both kind of second class citizens?
No,
Well,
goblins, are
goblins-
not part of mainstream
Yeah,
society at
goblins
all.
are even considered because they're stupid a lot
Oh,
of
so
the
they're
time.
like creatures, basically.
Yeah, killing a tiefling would be viewed as like, whoa, did you really need to kill that tiefling?
It'd be like
that's-
killing a house elf, kind of like.
Yeah.
Killing a goblin gets a high five. You get a high five.
Killing a
High
goblin
five,
is
okay.
like, thank you for ridding us of those thieving goblins.
Yeah, we should probably go say hi with our swords.
Who are you? I really still don't know.
Yeah, I have same issues sometimes.
Me too. We
Come
hold
on,
each
we
other.
just-
You hold
roll
each
the
other?
hold.
We just
Roll the
hug.
hold each other.
Oh, wow.
D20.
You got a 14 and you got a 4, so the 4s kind of go together.
Man, you do an awkward ass out hug. It does not look good.
But you continue on your way following these goblins. If any of you, the druid is a tracker, I believe. You have some.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's in the snow, and snow likes me, so.
Yeah, exactly. If you have any sort of perception,
I have really good perception.
If anybody, let's have everybody roll perception one more time.
Perception -1.
Or if you have a nature.
5.
Oh, I got 17.
14.
17.
16.
All right, so everybody except for Dap this time.
Yes.
Oh, wait, 18.
Dap is still trying to hug
Well, we're
Arcmino.
embracing, so I'll tell you.
But,
My eyes are filled with poison tears.
you whisper into his ear, they went that way. But so you continue on, and you see the tracks actually diverge from the river, but not by much. And as you approach sort of a cluster of small mountains, in the side of one, there's what appears to be a very clearly artificially made cave. It's like something, this was dug out, or like the ice is smooth around the entrance. And that is where we will stop for this week.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, everybody, for playing.
Jab, everybody.
David, as you can clearly see, I've rolled a critical 20 on my perception check to find out more about RP Gentlemen.
Well met, Patrick. All of our previous episodes are online at rpgentleman.com.
Ah, but is it not also true that they can be found on the iTunes or Stitcher, a third-party app for delicious audio love?
Right yet again, but were you further aware that for those listeners gifted in social media craft, we are on Facebook at facebook.com/rpgentleman, as well as on Twitter with the handle @rpgentleman.
Gasp yet again, but I might know more than you think, for I am aware that we are on Google Plus for the 3 people who still use Google Plus. We will not abandon you, you happy trio.
Well, all of our listeners should be on the lookout for our upcoming We Fight Your Monster campaign. We will be taking audience submissions for the most fiendish of monsters to pit against our 3 dungeon masters.
In hell.
Oh my. Goodbye.